party on this street. Every corner's got a beat. We're here, we're loud, the vibes are loud. She loves you, there's no doubt. She loves you, there's no doubt. Nothing you can do about. And you can never come in, friends don't hesitate. Angie's heart won't let you wait. Woo!
Hey, 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 welcome to my neighborhood over here on a little corner in Mississippi. Can you imagine? I live in a little bitty town, in case you didn't know. I am about right, y'all see what I got? Got me a Mississippi magnet. Let's see where I am. I'm about right here. About right here is where I live. It's a little tiny place. But anyway, come on in. Most of you already know me. Most of you all visit my neighborhood all the time. Welcome. We have sweet tea, lemonade, pecan pie, popcorn, water, Powerade, coffee, just whatever you need. Thank you, Ella, for the raid. That's my sister from another mister, in case you didn't know. Save here first. She is Ella. And if you don't know that, then you're living under a rock, because Ella is the girl. I don't know. I keep saying this, but have y'all noticed her new haircut? I love it. I'm about to get a new do for me too, but it's right at the length that I kind of like, but then I don't want it to get any longer, because someone my age, I don't think should have really long hair. It's not for me, but the reason I do is because I got such a chubby face. But anyway, welcome in. Let's see who Ella sent to my home. Oh, Melinda, welcome in. If y'all don't know Melinda is the one with the big heart that always gives in Ella's auctions. She donates things to give back to people in the chat. You know, that's always good, because a lot of people can't purchase when they're in an auction, and they come to visit because they want to be part of the chat, and they don't have the opportunity to purchase because, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but prices have gone up on everything, and I mean everything. Have y'all priced food lately? It's crazy. And I got to make a list this Friday for us to get some groceries, but I don't even want to know what the price is going to be, because we're out of everything. Oh, it's bad. Rowena, welcome in. Rowena's another one that is over at Ella's that comes in and purchases things. Welcome in, Rowena. There she is. There's the girl with the plan. Y'all go over there and visit Ella if you are in the background listening and you're not in the chat and you're lurking. I don't judge you for that, because I lurk on channels too. If you're lurking and you don't know Save Here First, you got to go over there, because she has the deals. Great prices. Now, sometimes, like she was selling sweets today. Now, I don't need them, but I bought my grandbaby some suckers, and she did have these little bars that were peanut butter and chocolate that was supposed to be healthy for you, and I'm gonna try those. But anyway, she knows I love her. She's my sister from another mister. Cruising Catherine goes on cruises all the time. I have never been on a cruise. I've always wanted to, and I had planned to go on one after I retired, but I had to leave my job early because of my illness, and now I'm in a wheelchair, and I'm kind of scared to get on this big ship when I'm in a wheelchair. I mean, if this thing starts going down like the Titanic, I mean, I'm stuck like Chuck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would not make it probably if something happened. But anyway, I don't know if I want to take a cruise or not. I don't know how the handicap situations are on a cruise. I don't know anything about it. Like, when you get in a cabin, how tight it is. I don't know any of that. Lisa, welcome in. Welcome in. There's Kathy Woods. Oh, and Ashley Reed. Now, I know y'all know Ashley if you are in the community of auctions because Ashley is a great supporter of all auctions. She is wonderful. Oh, and I forgot to tell y'all, Ella does giveaways. She's very good about doing giveaways. And you don't have to purchase to be involved in the giveaway. I messed up this morning. I came in a little late. They had already done the giveaway, and I was behind because I didn't have my chat where, like current. So I put in hashtag saves, and Melinda won that way back. I didn't even pay attention to it. Hey, love, how are you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you too. There's Smiles. Watching from Scotland. Ooh, I bet Scotland is beautiful. Dana, welcome in. Dana's my girl. She always comes over here and supports me. Hey, Texas Val, how are you? Welcome in. Baby girl, how are you doing? There's Squirrel Eyes. I collect shot glasses. I'm located at the very bottom of the glass much of the time. I'm located at the very bottom of the glass most of the time. That's funny. Jennifer, welcome in. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for dropping by today. I have some confessions to make. You have to be careful who you confess things to and what you confess. Because sometimes when you confess to people that you think are your friends, they love to run and go tell it before you get to tell it. And then by the time it gets back to you, it's like, did that really happen? And you just I really chuckle because it's kind of funny how they get it all twisted and they want to make it sound better than it is and greater than it is. Gossip. You know how you used to play that little game when you were younger? Some people called it telephone or what do they call it? And you sit down in a circle and you whisper something and the person sitting next to you whisper in their ear and they tell the next person and next person. And by the time it gets around to you, they say what they thought was said at the beginning. And it's so funny because it never matches. It never matches from the start to the beginning. They may have called that gossip. I don't really know what they called that game. Ella! Oh my gosh, Ella, thank you. This is for Ella. Let me get over here. Super Thank you, Ella. Love you, girl. You know I do. So today is Tuesday. Of course, y'all already know that. Oh, I gotta check this out. Hold on. Yeah, Miss Ella does rock. There's Little Debbie. If y'all hadn't been over to Little Debbie's page, She does little short videos of her duck. I think they're, yeah, ducks. And they are wonderful to watch. They fly in, they leave, they swim. It's very relaxing. Go over there and visit her. Only river cruise I ever was on was riding on a fallen log in a flood. Oh my goodness. Cruising Catherine got you. It's me, Angie. Somebody would have to have me because I don't want to start sinking on a cruise in a wheelchair. Can you imagine? That would not be fun at all because I don't have any floaties on the wheelchair. My wheels don't have those little things that, blow up when you hit the water, and you can pat. I don't have those. I wonder if they make those. I guess I could put a life jacket on if all started going bad. I don't know. But I would love to go on one. Muhammad Shaz, welcome in. How'd you hear about the channel? In this chat, we don't have any drama. We don't bully each other. We don't talk down toward one another. It's all positive here. But we do have real talk because we do know that life isn't always kind. Made me think of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang with those. Yes. Yes. That's what I need. I need that if I go on a cruise. I need that on my wheelchair. The little things that spread out and I could float. I love Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Okay, Lisa, you have a good day, honey. Thank you for dropping by. So, I wanted to, how is y'all's 2026 going? I mean, honestly, how's it going up till now? Can y'all believe it's already the 20th of January? I mean, January is about to be over. It is about to be over. And we were just having Christmas. Auntie Mama, welcome in. If y'all don't know Auntie Mama, y'all need to go over there and visit her. But I have to tell y'all, she has an early show most of the time. And you have to get up at the crack of dawn to watch Auntie Mama. But it's worth it. But see, I'm always up early because I can't sleep most of the time. I don't know if y'all know what that's about. Ella has something on her show today that I got a bottle of it. And it said it's supposed to help with your sleep. And I hope it does. But I made a joke in the chat and said I was going to make James take it. Let me tell you what he did. I'm going to tattle on my husband. But y'all can understand where I'm coming from when I expressed to you that I got angry about what happened. Nez, welcome in. How are you? So James had worked 7 straight nights. Okay. So it was his last night. He had worked all night. He came in, which was a Thursday. He had had no sleep. So he had to wind down a little bit, which took him a couple of hours. But he was still awake. Well, right before he goes to sleep, he says, wake me up at 11:30. At this time, it was only 10:30. It was 1 hour. Wake me up at 11:30. His best friend and him were going to go hunting because it's hunting season. I'm like, no, James, I don't know. Do not go. You've had no sleep. I already worry about you being in the woods when you have had sleep, but you have had no sleep. I would prefer that you not do that. It was like talking to a wall. And he got up at 1 hour later. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Goes over to his best friend's house. Okay. They go hunting. Hunting. He has had no sleep, none. And they go hunting. I'm not happy. I can tell y'all I'm not happy about it. He comes in. Well, he actually gets him a deer. So he sends me a text and says, as soon as I get this deer taken care of, that I'm unalived, I'll be home. Which is going to make him later coming in, which is going to make him longer without sleep. You understand what I'm saying? So he comes in about 8 p.m. He walks in the door, says a few words to me and says, I've got to run out to Taylor's house, which is our daughter, because we had ordered some chicken and they had delivered it, and I need to go get it so we can put it in the deep freeze. Before I could say anything, he leaves again in the dark with no sleep. Now, at this point, he has had no sleep all night, all day, and it's the next night. Okay? It's the next night. I text my daughter and say, call your daddy on the phone and talk to him till he gets to your house. I can't do it because I'm so upset right now. He's not going to like what I say to him. So you call him and talk to him, make sure he stays awake. So he goes out to her house, gets the chicken, and comes back. I didn't know he was down at our shed putting the chicken in the deep freeze. I didn't see him drive up. I text Taylor and say, is your dad still there? And she says, no, he left 15 minutes ago. It takes only 10 minutes to get from my daughter's to our house. I said, what do you mean he left 15 minutes ago? He's not here. Then I really got worried. I was like, okay, if something hadn't happened to him, when he comes in, something's going to happen to him because this is ridiculous. So I said, call him and tell him to call me if he isn't on the side of the road somewhere asleep or went off the road and something happened. So he calls me. I'm like, where are you? Oh, I'm down at the shed putting the chicken in the deep freeze. I said, why didn't you call me and tell me that you were home? I have been sitting here worried that something happened to you. You have had no sleep for almost 36 hours. Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. I also had supper cooked. I had made chili. He comes in. I'm not saying a word because I'm like, if I say something to him right now, it's not going to be nice. And so he goes over there. I said, fix you something to eat and let's just go with that. I can't talk to you right now because I'm very upset. Taylor could have kept that chicken, or she and Brent could have put that chicken up, put it in their deep freeze, and you could have got it after you've had some sleep. Or why don't we think about this? You didn't even have to go to sleep. You didn't even have to go hunting anyway. Well, he didn't want to hear that, so he didn't say anything. He was real quiet, like, ooh, I better not say anything. So he fixes his plate. He goes and sits in his chair, his recliner. I said, you're not even going to get that food down and you're going to fall asleep in your plate because I can't believe you're still awake. Why do you do this to yourself? You're not young. He'll be 60 in July. I said, your heart cannot take it. You're not a young person. And I said, your best friend better not call tonight or in the morning to this house. He better not call because it's not going to be nice when I get him on the phone because he should have told you, James, stay at home. But anyway, he slept that night and he got some sleep, but I was not happy about it. And I was praying the whole time, Lord, protect the dumb and just wrap your arms around him and build a hedge around him so something won't happen. And I said, James, what do you think is going to happen to me if something happens to you? I said, one of our kids is going to want me to live with them. The other one's going to want me to live in Louisiana, which they don't know. I'm going to stay right here. But still, he shouldn't be putting me in that much jeopardy or himself in that much jeopardy. But anyway, I just had to vent about that. But hey, Irene, how are you? Oh, your husband's hard-headed? But see, it was no sense in what he did. It was no logic. It was I don't even know what he was thinking. I mean, he had already unalived 2 deer already. It wasn't like we needed the meat or anything like that. I mean, come on. And then he goes out there, unalives another one, has to come in, process it, still no sleep. But anyway, that's marriage after 38 years. I'm telling you, it'll be 39 years in May. I don't know what's wrong with people on YouTube. Yeah, it's me. It's really me. Hey, Huawei. My husband is the same way to what is it with me? And I don't know. If I was ambulatory and I could still work and I could still drive and if I would have done what he did and went without sleep, I would have never heard the end of it from him. He would have lost it. He would have just literally lost it. But me, I stayed calm. I said, we're not going to talk about this until tomorrow after you've had some sleep. Because if I say something now, you're never going to remember it anyway because you haven't had any sleep. So I'm going to wait till you're good and rested, and then we're going to talk about it. I bet my blood pressure was, it was up there. Oh my gosh. I know what you mean. Hunting season is always crazy around here. And I really don't mind hunting season. I mean, I don't really mind him going. I don't. And I know the last day is the 31st of January. Ours is October the 1st until January the 31st. Okay. So I know it's the last day, but you want to risk your life over something that may or may not come out in the woods? I mean, that makes no sense to me. None. Wait till his hearing starts to go. Oh, no. Let me tell you about his hearing. So we have been telling him that he's losing his hearing, which he does wear his earplugs at work and when he cuts grass here at the house. Because every time you say something to him, he goes, huh? And that aggravates me so bad for me to have to repeat myself when I've already said what I was going to say. The children can say something to him and he goes, huh? So he goes, his work does their hearing test this year. Guess who had to take their hearing test over? He did. Because they said he has hearing loss in his right ear. I said, I've been telling you that you are not hearing what we're saying. He was like, what are you talking about? I said, you don't ever notice when we say something to you, if we're not looking directly at you, the first thing you say is, huh? And I just want to pinch his head off. Yeah, men do have selective hearing, but he really does have hearing loss in his right ear. Oh, your right ear? Yeah. Hey, boatman, how are you? Walk softly through the door because I'm on the, let's just say, stern chat about the hubby going without sleep, and he didn't have to. I bet it's really tough for him, like in a crowded restaurant like me. Or there's white noise. It's not bad right now. The hearing loss is not bad as I've seen some. My dad cannot, oh my gosh, my dad cannot hear it thunder. Okay? He cannot hear it thunder. I mean, that's how bad his hearing is. James's is just starting out. Like you have to be facing him for him to really follow the conversation. If my back is turned to him or and I'm trying to talk to him, he's not getting it. He's not hearing it. And it's like you said, if 2 or 3 people are in the room talking and we're trying to talk to each other, carry on a conversation, and we say something to him, he hadn't followed the conversation. But anyway, he finally got off my bad list. I mean, because after you've been married 38 years, you have your little talk when something don't go right. You have to have a misunderstanding to get to an understanding. It's not like, some people, they just want to keep it going for days and days. I mean, I don't have the energy for that. I mean, I'm just like, you knew it was wrong. You knew it upset me, and do better next time, because it's not going to happen again, right? Right? No, it's not going to happen again. I said, okay. That's what I wanted to hear. But anyway, that is the drama that's been going on with Mr. It's Me wanting to hunt with no sleep. And I said, please tell me you didn't climb up in a deer stand, which he wouldn't have confessed it anyway. He's like, no, I was in a shooting house. I wouldn't, because when you are in a climbing stand, of course, you got to climb up the tree. I mean, I don't want him to fall asleep up there and fall over and fall out of the tree. And I just always pray when he leaves the house, when he goes hunting, because, I mean, I can't sit and worry about it all the time, or I'd make myself sick. I mean, even when he has had sleep, but he's been doing this ever since we got married, hunting. So I've had 38 seasons of deer hunting, But yeah, I wasn't very happy about him not sleeping and him pushing himself. Mom only lost her hearing when angry. Then she'd switch over to sign language. She shook her fist. Yeah. My grandmother couldn't hear very well either. She tried to get the hearing aids, but they made this this sound, this I guess it was like a squeal or just like a noise that she didn't like. I do that with my kids too. But so we're supposed to have, all right, let me share this with you. We're supposed to have either snow or sleet or freezing rain. I don't know what it's going to be. It's supposed to start this weekend. It's supposed to be down, like the high one day is like 27. The high. Like that's the high for that day. And see, I am so glad because James, he works tomorrow and then he's off 7 days. So he'll be off when all this freeze hits. And he won't have to work out in the elements. But he's going to retire he'll be 60 in July in 2 years. He's going to retire at 62. Oh, Dana, is 17 degrees there? Yeah, that is good, Irene. Yeah. Let's see. Let me see what the degrees are here right now. 55. So see, we might as well get the bathing suits out because hold on. Saturday, the low Saturday night is 27. The low Sunday night is 21 and the high is 34. And Monday night it's going to be 23 with a high of 38. I mean, we are going to, and it's got freezing rain. It's going to be bad. We've been below zero for days. It's 15 degrees here in Detroit. I am so cold. Oh, I bet you are. I want to move to Las Vegas. My son's wife, which is my daughter-in-law, her mom's sister lives in Las Vegas, and they went to visit. They said it's beautiful, but I don't think I want to live there. Can you imagine how expensive? Can you imagine how expensive it is to live there? I don't think I want to live there. I might visit, but I don't think I could afford to live there. I mean, what would you, I mean, with my Social Security, I don't think that I can make it on what I make a month. Now, with James's retirement and all that, we might can make it, but I can't even imagine the rent. I mean, rent is so high. When I was growing up, rent was like $400 and $500 a month. If you paid $550 a month for rent when I was in my like early 20s, mid 20s, you got a nice place for $550. Now that's unheard of. You can't do that. Crime is pretty high and like, oh, I don't want to know. Out west is supposed to be 60 below with the white wind chill factor this weekend. Oh no. Oh no. And can you imagine being homeless? Can you imagine being homeless and having to deal with that? That's crazy. I just thank the Lord every night that when I lay my head down, I'm like, thank you, Lord, for our shelter. Because sometimes I watch these YouTubers that go around and help homeless people. And I just can't imagine living out in the elements. And I'm not just talking about cold. I'm talking about extreme heat too. I mean, you can put a lot of clothes on, but you can only take so much off. And then you're exposing yourself. You can only take so much. And I can't stand to be really, really hot with no air circulating. And I don't want to be freezing cold either. I'm not a fun person to be around in either one of those situations. I am 75. I used to pay $175 a month for a 2-bedroom. I know, it's crazy. You can't do that now. Oh no, out in the plains? Oh my gosh. I was wondering, 2026 brought a lot of changes. I couldn't imagine either, Angie. When I think about it, I realize how blessed we are. Yes. Yes, Mike, I saw that you have been commenting on my videos. So anyway, I knew that a lot of things were going to change in 2026 starting January 1. A lot of people were going to be affected by a lot of different things. What I had to come to realize, I'll just put myself out there, is the place that I live is not like a big city. I'm not a big city girl. I live in a rural area that is about 2,000 people or less. I don't even know if we have that many. And I'm not used to big cities. I can't imagine living in a big city. We go to visit my son sometimes, and when we get in that traffic, I get so nervous because that traffic is moving so fast, and you have to keep up with it. You have to go along with the flow of the traffic, or you're going to find yourself in a middle of a mess. You are going to find yourself messed up. But I mean, hands down to you all that live in a big city. I mean, y'all win, because I couldn't do that. Especially if I had to ride down the road and see people that are homeless. I mean, that would break my heart. It already bothers me when I see it on TV, people doing YouTube videos of it. I can't imagine actually riding down roads and seeing people living on the side of the road. I cannot imagine that. I mean, we do have homelessness about 55 to 60 miles from me where I go and visit, have an appointment with my specialist, but I don't actually have to see it, ride by it every day. Mike, I think one of my mods need to handle that. I don't really know if that's legit or not. Do I have one of my mods in here? I don't know if they're still here. Let me see. Um, all right. But I wasn't sure about that. So have y'all had, here it is, the 20th of January. Have y'all had struggles since January? Exactly. Exactly. I mean, have y'all seen some changes already this year that y'all are having to deal with? I mean, uh, I can't imagine people. I don't know. It's just a lot of things are going on, and it's really sad. I have been doing a lot of praying and just hoping that people don't get so depressed that they, you know, just say they can't, because a lot of times when people get down and depressed, they feel like they can't go on. Insurance and prices of everything. I know, and it's just gonna, and I don't want to say this, but it's probably gonna get worse before it gets better, because in order to fix something, you got to suffer through what's already been done. So, it's like when a child does something bad, and then you can't fix it right away, and you have to live through the consequences, and it's not fixed overnight. But everything that goes down must come up, and everything that goes up must come down. I mean, that's just logic. You think it'll get much worse? I'm just so glad of my faith, because I trust and believe in that. That's what I put my life in. I don't watch the TV and just go by that. Sad how many will be affected, especially us older people. I know it, and I'm considered a senior now. I mean, I'll be 59 in May. James will be 60 in July. So we're getting up there, that we're seniors. I do hope things begin to get better for everyone. Oh, I do too. That's my prayer, Dana. I pray that daily, that people can find jobs and can have a home and be able to pay their rent and their bills. It's just, I mean, it's hard to have extra stuff now. You know how you used to could buy yourself something extra? Now everything goes to just to live. But I'm gonna tell you this, Gen Xers, which I'm a Gen Xer, and baby boomers, we know how to survive. I mean, we were brought up, we had gardens, we know how to process our own meat, and how to put up things in the deep freeze. We know how to do without. We're not big spenders, you know. But a lot of times people today, they want stuff instantly, like right now. They don't want to save up for it. They want it right now. And a lot of people aren't getting it right now. And it's really a bad situation. They're not used to it. Yeah, instant gratification. Yes. I wrote these little things down that I wanted to um say and bring up to you all, which we want to keep the room positive because we know that through prayer, and that's my beliefs. Now, you may not have the same beliefs I do, and that's okay. You don't have to. But my belief is I'm going to pray and everything's going to it's going to be all right. Cooking up trouble. There is Victoria. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all need to go over there. Victoria is backing off of reselling. She sells with Ella sometimes. I think she's going to continue to do that sometimes. But now she started a new show, Cooking Up Trouble. And she's doing a little cooking. It's sort of like a vlog of different things that she's going to do. Sort of like my channel. You know, like when James and I travel, I usually go live and talk and all that. Y'all need to go over there and see Victoria. And check out her cooking. And I'm sure all y'all already know Victoria. I used to love it when she did the morning show, but I can understand why she's not doing that anymore. I mean, I couldn't commit to that either, getting up early every morning. And I mean, she did it for a long time. And it was so good. But now she's pivoting to something else. But I think she's still going to sell with Ella sometimes. Hi, Dana. Long time no see, my friend. She can answer it in the chat because I think she is going to sell with Ella sometimes. But and then she had to get rid of some things before she, really cut back. She had a pallet. You know how you buy pallets? I can't imagine that stuff, how much room that would take up in a house. I can't imagine. I mean, to us, it doesn't look like much stuff when they show it. Because Ella showed her, it was like 7 foot tall or above. It didn't look like much stuff. But you start breaking it down and pulling that stuff out of that pallet, it's a lot of stuff. And then if you can't get rid of it fast enough and you have to sell it for a lot less than what you thought you should, then you're not going to make any money off of it. I don't know if I could do that. Yes, go over there and do that. She can drop her link because she's blue. Ella is Save Here First. She was in here earlier. She's the one that gave me the super chat. Ella is Save Here First. They used to collab together, which they still do at times. But Victoria's kind of pivoting to doing something else on her channel and not really reselling all the time. And she's doing cooking and she loves to bake. I think that's what she loves to do, baking. She loves to bake. Yeah. And she used to do a morning show and it was great to wake up to her show. But I can understand her not doing that. Oh, I used to just like, how does she get up and do this morning show? Because I don't even hardly come alive until about 10:30 or 11 o'clock. Oh, there's her link. There's her link. Go over there and become a part of her community where there's no drama, no no out there. No. Oh, nice to meet you too. Thank you for coming in, being all cooperative and being part of the chat. And but the other person that was in here didn't seem quite. I didn't really get a good vibe off of that person. I didn't really get that good vibe. But I like to come on here and have a live chat and promote channels, and especially the ones that I go to that I know are great, because I visit a lot of YouTube channels. I visit a lot of different channels. Oh no, we don't do drama. But we do have a discussion, which is going to be February. Um, Josie's Place. I don't know if y'all ever heard of her. She and I do a show the second Thursday of every month. One month it'll be on my channel. The next month it'll be on her channel. And it's called The Calm Before the Storm. And we have discussions about more serious things. And the chat can come in and talk about the topic that we are discussing, which this month it's going to be on my channel on February the, let's see. Hold up, guys. Hold up. February the 12th. Yep, February the 12th. It's going to be 6 p.m. Central, which is my time, and 4 p.m. Pacific, because she is from California. So she's 2 hours behind me. But it's called The Calm Before the Storm. And the 1st of February or the end of January, I'll have a thumbnail up letting you know that it's that date and what time and everything. But we always have great discussions when we do that show. Thank y'all for coming in. This is a place of a soft place to land, where you can relax and have a good time. You don't have to be in competition with anyone. You don't have to worry about if you can afford to purchase something or if you're going to be accepted into a chat. You don't have to worry about all that. Though, let me tell you something. This girl right here loves a good auction now. I do. I love a good auction. I love to go over and purchase things. And I have certain ones that I visit daily that I go on their channel and pick up things that I need. Which the things that Victoria sells, or she has been selling, wonderful items that you would need on a daily basis, or some that you would just pick up, like kitchen items. My daughter took my grandson to the trampoline park, and my granddaughter, her birthday party was at a trampoline park, and our grandson loved it. So my daughter was off today and took him to it, and she said that he loved it. That he loved the trampoline park. I got to send her a heart on this. All right, the first thing I want to say on these little things that I wrote down is, number one, this is just food for thought. Just because I'm a thinker. My brain is just going all the time. If you go back and watch my videos are mostly food for thought. Things that I have just randomly, conversations that I just randomly have wanted to discuss, And so if you want to go back and check out my videos, and if you don't watch the whole video, the entire video, that's okay. I mean, that's fine. Watch a few minutes of it, like it, share it. I'm trying to get to 1,700 neighbors. I'm at 1,689. It just stays there. It doesn't fluctuate. It just stays there between 1689, 1690. It finally hit 1690, and then it went back down. But even if you don't watch the whole entire video, you just watch a few minutes of it and just click. Please give me a like and share it out. Share my videos out, and I'd appreciate it. But the first thing I wrote down is not everyone will like you. That's life. Not everyone is going to like us. I mean, why would you want everybody to like you? Do you know what a responsibility that would be if everybody liked you? I mean, that's a big responsibility. Now, I don't want people to dislike me. I'm not trying to say that. But I'm just saying, don't worry about it if everybody does not like you. I don't think that we're capable of liking everybody. Now, we can respect everybody and be nice to everybody, but, there are personality conflicts. Have you ever met someone that you just had a personality conflict with? That no matter what you tried to do to really like this person, it was just a conflict. And I'm going to tell you something. Like and love is two different things. I mean, you can love a person and you don't have to like them. That you respecting them. My kids loved those when they were younger too. Uh-huh. Yep. Children love those. I wish that I was ambulatory. I miss a lot of things because I'm in a wheelchair that I can't do with my grandchildren. And I try not to think about it because it upsets me when I really think about it. I have to think about the things that I can do with them. But I would love to be able to do some of the things they do. There's the costume jeweler. There's my brother from another mother. How are you? And we shouldn't worry about, oh, no. No. I ain't CJ's my little brother, but, he doesn't need me to take care of him. But in my mind, I have to think that I am, because that gives me something to think that I'm doing, he's very intelligent. He's really successful, has a very successful YouTube channel. He does live sales. He has videos where he thrifts the things that he sells. He makes a video almost once a day, if not once a day. He has 2 Airbnbs. This man's successful. Like he needs me to take care of him. He don't. But he's wonderful. Y'all need to go over there and visit his channel. He's great. I've met him twice in person. Like I met him twice. And we're gonna meet up again this year sometime. For sure. But you'll love his channel. He's great. I wouldn't send you anywhere that wasn't wonderful. But he is wonderful. I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty good. And I've been in a lot of pain lately, and it's just been excruciating. Like this morning, it was like really, really bad, but it's kind of calmed down now. And you are too kind. No, it's the truth. It's the truth. Oh, Betty is supposed to ride with you from Texas to Florida. Nice. Nice, Angie. I love going to meetups and meeting my online friends in real life. I know. Dawn Southern Finds, she lives close by where my son lives. I mean, not even probably 6 miles. And she and I are supposed to meet up sometime. And Robin, everybody knows Robin that goes to the auctions. Well, most of you know who I'm talking about. She actually lives 40 minutes from me. She lives in Mississippi. She lives 40 minutes from me. So she and I are supposed to meet up when the weather gets better. We're supposed to meet each other. But I have so many YouTubers that live in Florida. that I could see if I went, because I know, wait, okay, let me stop. I know Florida is huge. I know how long it takes to get to Gainesville because we have been to Disney World before, and Gainesville's way down into Florida. So when you see that Florida state line, that doesn't mean that you're close to your destination. Let's just say that, okay? Because if you want to go way down into Gainesville, you're going to ride several hours from that state line till you get there. But oh yeah, you got to, CJ. You got to. You got to meet up with me. Yeah. I feel like these people I've known forever. I mean, it's like I know these people. You know, it's not like Victoria. I feel like if I met Victoria, I mean, I feel like Victoria and I would like we've known each other forever. Dawn and I met when we went to Susie's wedding. Yes, come to Florida and meet me, Ella, and Nikki. That's what I want to do. I don't know how far down into Florida. See, CJ lives in Florida. Hey, John. Oh, that's another reseller that is wonderful. Wonderful. Um, I don't know. Yes, we would, Victoria. It'd be like, oh my gosh, where have you been? I haven't seen you in so long. Angie, did you hear that Dawn can't go to Greece? Wondering if you knew about it. No, I haven't heard about that. I mean, I don't know, John. Angie, I'm new to YouTube. How long has it taken you to find these good and kind people? Oh, I've been on YouTube for a long time. Jacksonville. I wonder how far down into Florida is that? I'd have to look because we're going to go to James's first cousin who lives in Florida, and it's a 6-hour drive from where I live. So he's right on the edge of Florida. He's not down in there, and I don't know how far Jacksonville is. Is this in the middle of Florida, or is it down in Florida? I'd have to look. Lipstick check, Victoria. Yeah. Right past the border on the east side. You know, that might be close to where John lives, James's cousin, because we're supposed to go there this summer. That may be close to y'all. That may be close to y'all, Victoria. Oh, I will. CJ gets so he calls me and he checks on me. He's so good. But then I don't ever call him because I'm afraid, and he don't understand this. I'm afraid that I'm going to bother the things that he's doing. He's like, no, if I don't answer, I'll call you back. And I think I've called him back 2 or 3 times. He usually calls and checks on me. But it's not that I don't want to talk to him. I just feel awkward. I got to get past that. No, I didn't see that, John. Oh, I love you too, CJ. I love you, and you have a wonderful day. I'm so glad you dropped by. It made my day. Dawn is tough. I'm not getting this, John. I'm not following. Give me a little more hint. Oh, I will, Victoria, because if I could meet you, Ella, and Nikki, oh my gosh, I would love it. Love it. We would have a blast. Can you imagine the YouTube video that would make? But let me tell you this, if I ever win the lottery, which I do buy tickets, everybody is coming to my house on me. I'm going to make sure everybody's flight or whatever is paid for are going to come here, and we're just going to have a retreat for like a weekend. Can you imagine my neighbors, like my real neighbors? And I had all my YouTubers that I'm close to come to my house and just hang out. Oh my gosh. Y'all don't understand. I live in a really, really small town. They would have the news people here. I'm not joking. Going to bartender class tonight. Are you serious? Oh my gosh, you're always doing something. Oh, CJ. Oh, yeah, we must talk. I gotta know. We gotta talk about that. He's joking, Angie. I figured he was joking, but I couldn't put it together what he was talking about. Well, thank you. Oh, got you. Got you. I'm slow. It takes me a minute. Anyway, while we're on John right now, y'all need to go over there and visit John. John, I know he doesn't mind me saying that he lives in California also. He lives close by Josie's place, and he's a reseller, and he's y'all need to check him out. Go visit his YouTube channel. Make sure you're connected to him so you can know where he's going to be, and you'll see what he sells, and you might need something, or you might want to look. Nicole, welcome in. Oh, wouldn't it be great? Oh my goodness. It would be awesome sending y'all airline tickets. Show up. Y'all would think where I lived was the country. But what y'all don't understand is I live in town. But everybody that comes here that's not used to a small area, they're like, you live in the country. I'm like, no, I don't live in the country. I live in town. And they're like, there is no town. We don't have red lights. We have one stop sign. We have a Dollar General. We have a little small restaurant. We don't have any name brand restaurants. None. Like we don't have a Subway or a McDonald's or a Burger King or a chicken place. We don't have any of that. We have 2 banks that are like branches. We have a little small library. We have a school. We have the little pick-pack stores, where you go by and get gas and stuff like that. We do have a Family Dollar. But and a post office. But we're really small. Y'all would think that y'all were out in the country if y'all come to visit me. I got to catch up on this bartending thing. That has just thrown me for a loop. Random Tude. Where'd you hear about the channel, Random Tude? Hope they pass out free samples at the class. Yeah. You better have a designated driver if they do that, which you already know how that works. All right, you have a great day. Thanks for dropping by. Ellie, welcome in. Oh, there's April. Hello, my sweet Angie and everyone in the chat. Oh, how are you doing, April? It is so good that you dropped by. I hope you're doing well. April's had some unfortunate things happen to her in 2025 with her health. Some of us have things that happen to our health that we wasn't expecting to happen at such an young age like I did. I wasn't expecting to be in a wheelchair in my 50s. I was just going to finish working and retire, and James and I were going to travel. And, well, we can still travel, which we're supposed to be getting our van in February. Uh, that one of those vans that you just pull the wheelchair up in, and you don't have to. That's all you do, and you hook up on the inside, and you good to go. Now we take my wheelchair, and we have one of those electric things on the back that lets down, and we put my wheelchair in, and and it's kind of harder for James to put on the vehicle. And this way I can just drive in and out. Y'all, those things aren't cheap. Oh my gosh, those things are expensive when you get a handicapped wheelchair. It is not anything, because you actually pay for the vehicle, and then you pay for them to install the part where you can drive up in it, which is usually already in there, but you have to pay for that too. It's like buying a whole different vehicle. Yeah, Victoria's awesome. Victoria has the same faith I do. That's what a lot of us have in common. Like Victoria, she'll stop right in the middle of her show, and she'll just pray. She'll pray for you if something's going on, which I think that's awesome that she does that. And Ella will do it too. Same here first will do it. Most of the time, I put you on my prayer list because in the mornings I wake up and I have my own devotion time, and I do all my praying in the mornings, and that's when I do mine. But Victoria and Ella are known to stop right in the middle of their show and just pray for anybody that needs it, which I think is awesome. Oh, is Irene leaving? Irene, thanks for dropping by. Oh, okay. You know what? I recognized the name, but I wasn't sure. And I was like, I'm not really sure, but I'm going to ask. But I really thought you had. I don't know when John's next sale is. He can drop his link and let y'all know when his next auction is going to be. Everybody speaking. Angie, I'm here. No need to complain. I just want to walk on my own. Then I can live with everything. Oh, I know, April. And when I say that I know, I know. Because with my physical therapy, I've been walking with my walker, and I've been going further every time I do it. But once you lose the ability to walk, I never dreamed it would be so hard to get it back. It's just like, it's the craziest thing. One day you're walking, and the next day you're not. It's just like, because my brain still wants to walk. I can be sitting in my wheelchair, and I'll look across the room, and my brain will say, get up and go walk over there and get whatever I wanted to get. But my body won't do it. My brain's willing, but my body's weak. It won't do it. And I try not to think about it a lot because I'd get really frustrated. I just try to accept where I am right now and say, well, it has gotten better, And it's just like my neurologist told my husband, because he said, look, nobody in pain wants to get up and walk. And your wife's in a lot of pain because I have neurosarcoidosis. That means I have it in my nervous system. And that means all my nerves are just under stress all the time. And he said, encourage her to walk, but don't pressure her to walk because she's in so much pain. But I push myself anyway. I mean, as soon as my physical therapist is here and I feel like I can't go another step, I will go 2 more steps. I will make myself go at least 2 more steps. She prays I leave her alone. Oh, Irene's still here. Okay. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, tonight. Okay, it's tonight. He's in Pacific time. He's 2 hours behind. Oh, that's true. That's true, Irene. Oh, Victoria, your mom's on my prayer list. I'm so glad that she's doing better. I understand. Thank you for dropping by. I love you, girl. I'm so glad that your mom's getting to go home. Okay, keep me updated on how she's doing. Yeah, Victoria's mom's been in the hospital. I love all you guys so much. I'm trying my best to come back, but I don't like when I misspell stuff and people are rude about it. So I just listen and don't type in chats. Uh April, you're not gonna bother me about what you put in the chat. I can decipher kind of what you want to say. I mean, some people that hadn't been through what you've been through can't type in chats. They get it messed up. So you don't worry about that. I'm gonna go drop some batter on a cookie sheet. Blessings all right. Okay, have a good day. Thanks for dropping by. My dad had the same uncommon condition as Angie, but it can affect different organs and body parts. For him, it was his lungs. That's mostly where most people have it, is in their lungs. But mine was in my heart. I have cardio, I have a pacemaker, and I have neuro, which that's the 2 worst ones that you can have. It's neuro and cardio. Can't win the lottery. Can't win the lottery. But I can get that. But I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. So I'm not really complaining. I'm just saying it was something unexpected, and I didn't and still don't know how I got it. And well, I think I do know how it happened, but I mean it's a long shot to try to prove it. It's on Angela's channel. Yes, Angela's vintage and resale, right? Yeah, Victoria's so sweet. All right, he said it's 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern. Y'all check him out. Me too, Angie. I'm in pain now, and they're talking about sit and rest. No, I will go more. The doctors told my family that I was in a lot of pain. Don't push me. Yeah, that's what they say about me, which I stay in pain 24/7. Pain is part of my life. I mean, when I'm in a 5, like I stay in a 5, because if a doctor comes in a room, he says, "What's your pain level?" Mine is anywhere from 5 to 10. If I get below 5, oh my gosh, I don't want to go to bed that night. I don't want to go to sleep because I know the next morning that I'm not going to have that kind of day again. But I don't take that kind of day for granted. I don't get them very often, but I do get them. Um, the next thing I want to say is it's better to be hated for what you are than to be loved by something you are not. Let's don't try to be something we're not. That's what gets me about, and I've said it before, about YouTubers. They come on and they acting like they're auditioning for a part in a reality show or a movie or whatever, and they're not honest and they're not authentic. And then when they can't play that part anymore and they show their true colors, people are like, wait a minute, what? This isn't the same person that I knew months ago or days ago. What happened? And then they don't trust you. They say, oh, that person's phony or that person didn't tell the truth about who they really are. But, the older we get, we should be able to distinguish between who's real and who's not. I had this gift growing up, or a curse. You could call it a gift or a curse, depending on which way you looked at it. That I can immediately, when I walk up to somebody, I immediately know what type of person they are. I may not say anything out loud, but I immediately know if they're real or if they're not being real. And like I said, you can call it a gift or a curse or whatever, but some people can't distinguish that. Some people can't distinguish if somebody's real or not, and then they get taken advantage of, or they get hurt, or they get lied to, and it's a bad deal all the way around. And especially on YouTube, anybody can come in and act like any way they want to. You know, they could come on here and tell lies and truths that are made into something bigger than what they are. And some people don't realize that that's what they're doing, that people aren't telling the truth. Then you have the people that come on here and ask for you to send them things and monetary things, and they don't know how they're going to do this, they don't know how to do that. Please send this, that. You have those on here. And yeah, until somebody makes it a bad day. Yeah, that's true. But I try to stay positive. I do have my moments, but they're very few and far between, because I can't control anything except the way I react and the way I treat people, and I don't like drama. I don't like gossip. I don't want somebody to bully somebody. I don't like that. I don't see why we as adults have to do all that. I mean, we're not in high school anymore. Why are we doing things like that? It makes no sense to me. When we should be putting all that energy into something that makes us a better person, instead of trying to push people down to make ourselves feel good. That never made me feel good. If I thought I mistreated somebody, I didn't feel good after that. And some people just want to do that to make themselves feel better. Doesn't make sense to me. It says, make peace with your past so it won't screw up your present. Make peace with your past so it won't screw up your present surroundings. Peace is a very important thing. If you don't have peace, oh my goodness, you are in turmoil. Nothing goes right if you don't have peace. Peace is, you got to have peace. If you're not in peace right now, you need to find a way to find peace. If that means reconciling a difference between somebody, making amends. But just because you make amends doesn't mean you have to go back to the same relationship or let that person back in your life. That's not what that means. Just because but you want to have peace. And don't let somebody come into your life and disrupt your peace. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Don't do that because that's not healthy either. And it does affect your health if people come in and try to disrupt your peace. And a lot of that goes on YouTube. You know, people come in and want to act silly, I'll just say, and they want to start all this craziness. And y'all, excuse me, I'm fixing to pull a Victoria. I got to have some chapstick on my lips. They're so dry. But I'm telling y'all, you need to turn the mirror to yourself. Look in the mirror and start changing that person. Don't try to change anybody else. That doesn't work. Changing somebody else does not work because you're not going to be able to change them. You may think you are, and they may make you believe that you are, but you're really not. That's what we got to understand. We got to change who we are. Don't compare your life to others. You have no idea what their journey is all about. Don't look at somebody else and say, "Oh, I wish I had their life." No, don't do that. You want the life for you. You make a life for who you are, not who somebody else is, because you don't know what they went through to get where they are. I mean, nobody knows my journey unless I tell them. Nobody knows the struggles I've been through or what I had to deal with in my younger years to get to where I am today. Nobody knows. It might look like I got it, oh, smooth sailing. Oh, she's got it smooth. She has no worries, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't know where I've traveled from, and we don't know where any of these people have traveled. So we shouldn't look at somebody else and say, oh, they got it easy. I wish I had their life. No, 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 no. You are important and you need to have your own life. Don't try to have someone else's. I am so glad that y'all dropped by today. Give me one of these. I appreciate it. Let me see what number 5 is. No one is going to figure out your life. It's your responsibility. Yes. It's your responsibility to decide what you're going to do with your life. No one else's. And some people will just sit and do nothing. And they're waiting for somebody to tell them what to do. I've never wanted that. I didn't ever want anybody to tell me what to do. I wanted to make my own decisions, whether if it was right, wrong, or indifferent. Because if it was wrong, then I say to myself, oh, I chose that myself. I didn't have anybody else to blame. A lot of times people want to blame somebody else for something going on in their life. No, take responsibility and say, I did that. I did that. It's my fault. I never had a problem saying it was my fault if I did something wrong. I would say, yeah, I did it. It was me. I did it. A lot of people won't do that. A lot of people want to turn around and point their finger and say, oh, this one did this one done that, you know. Oh, hey, SRJ Wildcat. How are you? I'm so glad you made it. Did your significant other make it home? Are they back home now? I'm so glad you're here. Welcome in. We've just been talking about life, how things have changed since January 1, what everybody's dealing with, trying to stay positive, but realizing that there's a lot of changes that people are having to make. And when you start dealing with people's pocketbook, you know, and you start dealing with their funds, oh, yeah, living in a rural town, I've come to really embrace it. When I was younger, I would think, oh, I want to live somewhere else because I was out going places and doing things, living my life. But now that I'm older, I love rural life. It is so peaceful. What's a neighborhood chat? Well, welcome in, Skeleton Zip Char. It's what we're doing now. We're just chatting. And, like neighbors are supposed to. No drama, no bullying, no acting silly, doing craziness in the chat. Yes, you are right, Randall. You are exactly right. Oh yeah, and it will get closer and closer. I don't know if y'all have ever experienced like it's running up behind you, like it's gonna catch you. Like when you're a child and you're chasing each other, and you got somebody coming up behind you, and you're trying to go faster and faster and faster. That's sort of like your past. It's sneaking up. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. You never know when it's gonna just grab you and take. Oh, okay, cool. Where'd you hear about the channel? Yeah, we all just jabber. There you go. I hadn't heard that word in a long time. Jabber. That's a good one. Hello, Granny. How are you? Granny Southern Corner. Welcome in. How are you? We have promoted channels. Channels have come over here, and I have sent people to go check out their channel. We have talked about the weather. We have talked about my husband going almost 40 hours without any sleep, and I wasn't happy about it. None at all. We have talked about life. We have talked about rural areas, big cities, just chatting. Oh, okay. Well, cool. I'm glad. I hope you'll give me one of these, and I hope you join my channel because I do videos. I do short videos. I have neighborhood lives like this where people come in and we just chat about life, just life. All right, number 6. It says sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. Instead of saying sometimes you lose, they turned it around and say sometimes you learn. And that's really when we do learn, is when we lose or when we fail, because we learn not to do that again, whatever we're doing. It's like, no, that hurt. I'm not doing that again. Or you lose money and you think, I'm not going to participate in that anymore. I don't have the funds to do that anymore. A lot of times the biggest lessons are through pain. And you can't always win. Love a little jibber jabber. It's a great word. Yes, jibber jabber is a great word. Hadn't heard it in a long time. That's a good outlook. Yep. What gets me, and I don't, this is just me. You can feel different. I'm not mad if you do. Don't get angry with me if you don't agree with me. I do not like participation awards, okay? When I was growing up, I'm a Gen Xer. When I was growing up, there wasn't a participation award. You was a winner or you was a loser, and the people that lost strived to be a winner. That's what they wanted. It gave them something to look forward to. It gave them something to strive for. It challenged them. And that's just my opinion. I don't think it should be participation awards. I don't agree with that. Now, you may agree with that, and if you do, okay, that's just you. But I don't really. No, I wouldn't want my children, which they're 30 and 35 now, and I have grandbabies. My oldest one is 5, and let me tell you, she learned to ride a bike without training wheels. Matt sent me a video yesterday of her on her bicycle with no training wheels. I was so proud of her. I hadn't had a chance to talk to her yet, but I'm going to talk to her tonight. Yeah, everybody can't win. What's the point? What's the point of playing the game? You might as well not even keep score. What's the point? You have to learn to lose with grace and respect others. Absolutely. You got to be you can't be a proudful winner, like you want to just flown it. And you should be a graceful loser, like, don't get mad. I have seen people when my children played ball and they were in sports, I have seen young people literally get so angry because they lost and they didn't win. I would look at my children and go, I better not ever see you act like that. You better not ever. And if you want to cry because your team lost, you wait till you get to the car. You do not do that in front of people. I would not allow my children to do that. We boomers and Xers were to blame for those with our millennial kids. I don't agree with them either, but our generation started participation trophies. I don't know who started it, but I know I didn't get a vote in it because I would have said nope. A gracious winner and a gracious loser are held in the utmost yes. I'm a Gen Xer and never had participation trophies, etc. So you must be from a liberal city. I don't know. They did give out participation awards when I taught over at the school, but it wasn't like enforced a lot. But I didn't agree with it, and it slowly dwindled. It didn't go over well. To be honest, I mostly just like to ask nonsense questions like, have you ever wondered why strawberries have seeds on the outside? But this probably is not the place for nonsense like that. Oh, no, that's a legit question. But strawberry is not a fruit. It's not a fruit because it does have seeds on the outside. A lot of people think it's a fruit, but it's not. See, that's a good question. A very good question. I will think on that. Hold on. If nobody helps you, do it alone. If nobody helps you, still try to go for what you want. Don't just not do it. Try to do it. That's what failure is. It's not trying. Failure is not always losing because you're actually learning something. Failure to me is not trying. Not trying to do something. Just sitting idle and not trying. Millennials are bad enough, but Gen Z's is where I think it went very wrong. Sparing the rod was not a good idea. Yeah, Gen Z's, I don't really understand Gen Z's. They have some thinking that I don't know where it came from unless it came from the millennials, which is their parents. I don't know. Oh, it's strawberry season in Florida. Oh my gosh, a good strawberry that's about this big, so sweet. Oh my gosh. Louisiana strawberries are really, really good. Oh, I know. I'm jealous too. Oh my gosh. See, Granny's from Florida. I have a lot of people that come to my channel that are from Florida. Oh my gosh. If I just started at the tip of Florida and kept going down, I could probably meet somebody constantly till I got down into Florida. The festival in Plant City is big. They have a festival here in Louisiana, and actually it's the Strawberry Festival. And I'm trying to think when it is. I'm trying to think. It's either March or April. I buy them by the case to put in my freezer dryer. Yes. I'll eat frozen strawberries and I'll use them for different things, like smoothies or I put in ice cream and make strawberry ice cream. Oh my gosh, Granny, you have done got me started now. And then the guy asked the question about, why are seeds on the outside of strawberries? Oh my gosh, strawberries is one of my favorites. That is if they're sweet. I don't want, you can get sour strawberries, but I want the sweet ones. Let me look that up. Hold on a minute. Why? Why why are the seeds on the outside of a strawberry? That's a legit question. It says because they aren't seeds, but tiny fruits called ACHENES, each containing a seed inside. The fleshly red part we eat is actually the swollen flower reciprocal, making the strawberry a false fruit, where the real fruits sit externally for better for animals adhering to fur or passing through digestive tract to spread. Wow. That is crazy. I had no idea. The cotton candy strawberry was disappointing. I've never had the cotton candy strawberry. I've never had that. I know strawberry season. Dang, our car would not start, so I came back inside waiting on AAA. Oh my goodness, that's bad. Yeah, they do. Oh my gosh, that is when you have car trouble. Oh my gosh. Yep, that's what it says. That's what it says. Long live King Cobra. Hey, can I ask what happened to? I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, that's just an honest answer. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe for the best roads are iced up. Oh my goodness. I would say because that's the way God made them. Yes. Cotton candy grapes were good. I think I've had cotton candy grapes. I think I have. I was a half hour behind or so when I came on. It must have started me earlier on. Yeah, it started earlier. But we spoke to you and told you hey and welcome in and we get glad to see you. Long lip has, he's right here. Can't you see? What are you talking about? He's right here. I have had those grapes too. They were okay, but they cost too much. Yeah. All fruit is expensive. So I was behind, not you. I'll have to watch what I missed after the video. Sorry. That's okay. I'm just glad you're here. I missed it, Angie. Was surprised you weren't saying hi. Now I know why. Yeah, well, I said hi and glad you were here. He's on a fake account and here. Oh, I don't know about that. Let's don't get into, as long as there's no drama or anything like that, we're just chatting. I don't want to have to bump somebody out. But as far as why he's not on, I have no idea. I don't know. Um, but it says be selfish with your time. A lot of people don't deserve it. Be selfish with your time. A lot of people do not deserve it. A lot of people they don't deserve your time. So you be particular about who you give your time to, because that's the most valuable thing we have is time. Because once we can't get that back, and it keeps ticking and ticking and ticking and ticking, and we're not able to get it back. My better half is finally on our way home, so we'll be stressed till then. So glad you popped up. Get my mind off of it for a while. Oh, I'm so glad that she's on her way home. I liked it when Michael went live. He was funny, I thought, and nice and kind. Yeah, I didn't go into his channel much because it seemed like when he was live, I was always doing something. I was always live or something was going on. So I don't know anything that's going on. I don't know. Yeah, don't waste it. Don't waste time. Oh, is Granny leaving? Bye, Granny. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I just try to. I don't know. I'm a deep thinker. I'm one of those people that want to know things, positive things. You have these people that all they want to know is other people's business. They want to know why this person's doing that or this person's doing this, or, they want to keep up with the Joneses. I'm not, look, I don't have time for all that. I got to worry about what's going on with me and how to take care of me. I can't worry about everybody else's gossip. I don't need to know all that. I mean, I'll pray for them and all that, but I don't need to know. I don't need to know everybody's business at all. At all. So y'all just understand that. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. I do believe in that. Especially with times the way they are now. People are so on edge and they're so stressed. And they don't understand what's going on and why it's happening. And like I said before, it's really sad what people are having to give up just to be able to have a meal, to buy things and to pay their monthly rent and have a car. Things are so expensive. It's hard. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Yes, I agree. Totally agree. That they're used to instant gratification these days, and to the see, that's what we were talking about earlier. People are wanting that instant gratification, and when it don't come, they get so angry. But we Gen Xers, oh, we're tough. We're tough. We didn't get that. We didn't get that instant gratification. You had to go out and work because I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. So I had to get out and work to get what I had to have. I bought my first car and paid for it. I worked and paid for my first car I ever had. My parents couldn't afford to give me one, and it wasn't just something that I expected them to do. When I went to high school, it was two things you did when you graduated. You either went to work or you went to college. There was nothing else. Those two things. And if you didn't go to college, you went to work. And honestly, we Gen Xers wanted to get a job. We wanted to be independent. We wanted to make our own money. Sad what people are struggling through these days. Seems like work is something that is a bad word these days. We used to want to work. Yeah. I mean, it gave me a sense of independence, a sense of pride that I was doing it myself and nobody else could tell me what to do. I was making my own money. I was paying my own bills. I was doing my own thing. So I had freedom. Yeah. It's funny how some cause trouble in and on here and put a mask on to become a new channel and over like what they do not matter, hiding the deeds. Pray they and everyone that's entitled nowadays. We appreciated what we had as we earned it. Yes. Well, it gave you a sense of freedom, independence, uh had a little bit of pride in there, you know. So, but nowadays you don't see that. Nuh-uh. I thought after Gen X is Alpha. They already got the next generation. They named it Alpha. I don't know what the next one will be after Alpha. No, people would rather not work and get paid by these a-hole political people to cause havoc, interfere with police, and steal and destroy our country. Sad. I know that's so sad. Yeah, we all have different political beliefs, and I think that we can all still get along even if we have differences. That's what saddens me is they want that to separate us from each other, which we can agree to disagree. I don't have a problem with people not agreeing with me. I don't have a problem with that. But don't push your beliefs on me. I'm not going to push my beliefs on you. Millennials are after X. Yes. My children are millennials. Yes. Then came Gen A. Wait, where did Z come in? They do have a Gen Z. Gen Z comes before A, I think. That is what I love being in this room, as these people here are as real as seem to care for each other. Well, I hope we do, because I mean that's what people need nowadays. They don't need all this drama. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah, Gen Z. Yeah. Oh yeah, thank you. I don't know, Irene. I think Z is first because it's the end of the alphabet, and then alpha is A. I was thinking beta might come next. I was thinking that, but I don't know how they determine that. I don't know how they come up with stuff like that. Yeah, it does. Because it seemed like it was a long, from the baby boomers to the Gen Xers to the millennials. It seemed like it was a lot of years between there. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, yeah, time does fly. Oh my gosh, time flies. Yeah, there are people. I mean, you're going to have people that are real. I mean, I want to be real. I don't want to be put on airs, and I don't want, look, people that come join my channel, I want them to see me every day the way I always am. I'm not trying to get people to come to my channel just to get them to hit that subscribe button. No, because I want to be me all the time. I don't want to do things just to get them to do that. I like to get to know my chat and the people that come in my room. I don't want people just, and don't get me wrong, I love for people to come in and be a part of my channel, but I don't want to do crazy stuff to get people to hit that subscribe button. I don't want to do that. Well, I thank y'all for saying that. I appreciate it. Um, thank y'all for coming by this afternoon. It's so weird because today's just Tuesday, and I used to go live on Tuesday all the time, but then I babysat my grandson after he was born, and then when he was put into a daycare, I just couldn't get in the routine of going back to Tuesdays. And I was trying out Wednesday, Thursday. Some days I'd go Friday, just depending on when I had time or what. I just wouldn't plan a certain day. But I think Tuesday may be my best day. Yeah, I hope so. I hope that people aren't coming here to look for drama because it's not here. If it's here, they're making it, and then I have to send you on your way. And I really don't like to do that to people, but I don't want anybody coming in here disrupting the peace of the chat when we're trying to be adults and have, talk about adult things. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for dropping by. I'm trying to get it figured out, exactly what time each week that's good for me to come on and have my neighborhood chat. And I do little short videos if y'all want to go over there. And like I said, you don't have to watch the entire video. Just watch a few minutes of it. Click like and leave a little small comment and share me out. That's all I ask. Because some of my videos are like 17 to 20 minutes long. And people's attention span, even my attention span, I think it's because we watch YouTube videos. Our attention span is not like it used to be. We can't watch a 20-minute show. It can't keep our attention unless it's some kind of major drama going on. I love we all can believe, support different things, but have respect enough for each other not to criticize each other. Yes, totally agree. That's what you call adulting. Being an adult. I don't ask you to believe what I believe. I want you to respect it, but I don't want you to, I'm not asking you to believe it because I'm going to respect you and your belief. That's just the way I feel. And that goes with religion, politics, anything else. That seems to be the hot topic is spiritual beliefs and politics. That's two things that you don't get started on your channel because people absolutely, they can't a lot of people can't have a conversation about those two things. They cannot do it because they can't keep a level head. Uh, I can. I can keep a level head. If you don't believe the way I do, I'm like, okay, that's you, but this is the way I believe. But a lot of people will get upset because you don't believe the way they believe. I don't think that's right. Um, that's why we're called America, because we can have different beliefs. We don't all have to believe the same thing or support the same thing. That's how the world used to be, and we'd never do what these people in the streets are doing. We had respect for authority and vigor. Oh my gosh, when I was growing up, that's what we were taught. You have respect for authority. You don't know. And it's just amazing. Some of the things that I see now going on in the world, I never dreamed that I would actually live long enough to see it. I it saddens me. I'm sad about it because I have grandbabies. I have grandbabies that are growing up in this. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that. It's sad. It's sad. But I have grandbabies that are gonna be teenagers and adults with the world changing, a world that I didn't grow up in. And that's why I pray daily. Oh my gosh, I pray daily for the world, for people, for my children, my grandbabies. I mean, they're growing up in a totally different world than I knew. The world I knew is no longer. Yes, that would be nice. Yes. Oh, that's true. I agree with that. I agree with that. Totally. Totally agree with that. Yes, that's true. Because, and that's what I say. My son and his children, I hope he brings them up the way he was brought up. And my daughter, I hope she brings up Lincoln like she was brought up, and that they're not influenced by the outside world, because that's the bad thing. You can bring your children up the way you think you want them to be brought up, but they could be influenced by somebody else. You don't ever know. Too smart for your britches. I hope we are a much better, safer nation soon. I believe we are headed in the right. Yeah, but it's going to take a while because it wasn't turned upside down overnight, though it seemed like it. It's going to take a while to get it back leveled out. Hey, Ophelia, how are you, honey bun? Welcome in. We had a healthy respect for parents, police, teachers, etc. These people don't respect anyone anymore. We had a healthy respect for all that because we knew what was waiting on us at the house if we didn't. I mean, that's the way my children were brought up too. You disrespect somebody at that school. Oh, they didn't have to worry about disciplining you. When you got home, you was going to get disciplined. And they knew that. I hope we all see that all this can happen to any of us and we must respect all. Yes. I'm doing good. How are you doing today? I am good. I am good. We're just talking about life in general, things that's going on, people going through different things. There she is. Latoya, how are you? Welcome in. Now there's a girl that knows how to roast and uh cook. She's so funny. She does these different characters on her show. She's so funny. I don't know where she gets all this stuff that she dresses up at. I don't even know where she gets these ideas, but she's hilarious. She does these different characters and she cooks while she does it. She makes a meal. And oh my gosh, her laugh. Oh my gosh, when she laughs, it makes me laugh. You ever been around somebody that laughs and then you laugh because they laugh? She's funny. Thank you, Latoya. Looking good. Thank you. Highly influenced like mansions are out here. We must pray for the children and future generation. Prayer helps. Oh, I believe in prayer. Yes, our parents were parents, not our best friend, and the neighbors kept an eye on all of us. That's true, but I live in an area where my neighborhood does that to me still. My neighbors know that I'm disabled. I'm handicapped, and when James is at work, whether he's working days or nights, oh, they're looking out for me. They're making sure that I'm okay. Which, oh my gosh, that's such a good feeling. I'm doing good. How was your dentist visit? She cooks. Oh, you had to go to the dentist? Ugh. Did you just have to get your teeth cleaned? Or did you have a toothache? What was going on, girl, if you don't mind me asking? Hey, Nez. How are you? There's my gifted person. She paints. She draws. She sings. This girl can do it all. She don't like for me to really promote her channel, but I do it anyway. I promote her channel anyway. Anyway, she's super nice, very pretty too. Oh yeah, you got in trouble at school. You were afraid to come home. Today's parents defend the kids at the cost, even if they are wrong. Yeah, that is true. Did you have a toothache, Latoya, if you don't mind me asking, or did you just go for a cleaning? She cooks. You forgot the link for the phone stand. She cooks. I'm doing well. How are you? And you are so blessed that is called a community. Oh yeah, I have. Look, the guy that lives straight across from me, he was in the military, and I'm telling you, he and James are really close, and oh my gosh, he keeps an eye on me, and he makes sure nothing goes on around my house, which we have cameras. But I feel really safe when James is at work at night, knowing that he's over there and he's got it. You know, if something happens. I called him at 1:30 in the morning one morning because I saw something on the camera go under my carport. And I thought somebody walked under my carport. I thought it was like a body, like somebody. I was so afraid because y'all don't understand. I'm in a wheelchair. When I get in my bed, I'm vulnerable because I can't get up fast and walk and run. So I text him and say, I think I saw somebody under my carport, which he doesn't sleep much because he was in the military and he just doesn't sleep. So he gets up, comes over here, and I can see him out under my carport through the camera. And he's walking around my house. He's checking everything out. And he sends me a text message and says, everything's fine. I don't know if you saw like a shadow like of a pet that went under your carport, like a dog or something. And you were just coming out of your sleep and you thought you saw somebody. But he walked all around my home and everything. Yeah, 1:30 in the morning. I hope things get whipped into shape. People need to fix their own countries. We can say, now these people know I don't know who they are. You're welcome. Okay, AAA got the car running. Oh, that's great. Great, great. Like I always say, pay no attention to my channel supporting. We're supporting you, girl. Oh, you need a root canal? Oh my gosh. So when Taylor was getting married, I had 2 weddings in 1 year. My son got married in January of 2017, and my daughter got married in May of 2017. So a daughter's wedding is a lot more expensive than a son's wedding. Okay. So when we were planning my daughter's wedding, and she had this big, huge wedding, it was like a party. We had it in a big, huge barn. I mean, we just had a good time. But anyway, James's tooth started hurting. So he goes to the dentist, and this man has always had perfect teeth. Perfect, better than mine. The doctor tells him he's got to have a root canal. So he comes home and says, "Oh, I got to have a root canal. I scheduled it for la 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 la." I said, "No, you don't." He said, "What?" I said, "You might as well go ahead and tell him to pull that tooth because you haven't checked to see what our insurance is going to pay on a root canal, and I know what they pay. You're not going to want to pay for what you're going to have to pay." "Oh, I can get it." I said, "Your daughter's getting married. A lot of our money is going toward that wedding." And I'm telling you, and it was back in the back. It wasn't like one of his teeth. You can't even tell that it's like pulling one of your wisdom teeth. It wasn't a tooth that was, you know. So he's like, I call the insurance, and he finds out how much we are going to have to pay for him to get a root canal through his insurance. So we always joke and talk about how he had to give up a tooth for a wedding. We always joke about it. He gave up a tooth for a wedding. My daughter got married on May the 20th. It was a great wedding. My son had a wonderful wedding on January the 7th. But I was glad I only had 2 children. Okay. And once they both were married, I knew I didn't ever have to do it again. I had never had a root canal. I don't know what that's like. Okay. Go get that phone call. She does have a channel, because if you on YouTube, you have a channel. She just doesn't have content. She doesn't have content. I'm so glad y'all were here today. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't like to go to the dentist either. Last time I went to the dentist, I had a tooth over here to break. It broke off. I had a filling in it, and the filling came out, and then my tooth broke. Well, with me being handicapped and having a pacemaker and all that, when I go, I have to get in a special chair. Nobody wants to deal with me because I have a pacemaker. They don't know what shots to give me, blah, blah, blah. I have to go to a special dentist, to get seen. It's just crazy. It's an ordeal. I had mine broken and remaining molars extracted 2 years ago and got full top and bottom implants. One of the best things I ever done. I got a tooth missing here that I want to get an implant. And I got a tooth missing on the bottom here that I want to get an implant. I don't know how much James's insurance pays for that. I need to do that before he retires. But a lot of people say those implants hurt really bad. That's funny. Rather broken molars and remaining teeth, so they were all yanked out. Ooh, it's not bad once they deaden the gums and they remove part of the nerve. Ooh. How does it feel to chew when you have those implants? How does that feel? Does that feel like regular teeth, or does it feel... See, one of my biggest fears is losing my teeth. And I'm going at a good rate because I take a steroid. I take all this medication and my teeth are getting worse. And I'm the one in my family that brushed my teeth and floss more than anybody in my family. And I have bad teeth. But I'm wondering how that feels once they put those implants in and you chew your food. How does that feel? It takes getting used to, Angie, but after a while, it feels pretty natural. Oh, it does? I figured it would feel a little different. But it's got to be different than having dentures, because they say once you get dentures, you can't chew a lot of foods. You know, a lot of foods is too tough for you to chew. But if you only get a couple, it shouldn't make any difference. I could probably get used to... I need one over here on this side. See there? And then I need one right up here on this side. I need a top and a bottom. I can eat absolutely anything, but I'm still careful. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, guys, I have been on here over 2 hours. I cannot believe it. We have had so much fun. I will be doing a short video and putting it up. It's my neighborhood chat video. It'll be about a topic, something that some kind of wisdom I try to throw out there. But I love these neighborhood chats. I hope you'll come back next time when we have one of these. And I so appreciate you coming this time. And I want y'all to watch my little video at the end. It's my intro, but I'm going to use it as an outro too. Oh my gosh. So I'll see y'all next time. And you know what I always say? I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. Bye. I'm going to play my intro for y'all. Well, hey there. It's me, Angie. Come on in. It's time for our neighbor.
It's me